wearing my bell-bottoms, driving a beat-up old car with a mattress tied to the roof. I had no idea what to expect. Now, to be honest, I had had some trouble making up my mind between Yale and Harvard law schools. Then one day, while we were still in that period of decision-making, I was invited to a cocktail party at Harvard for potentially incoming law students, where I met a famous law professor. A friend of mine, a male law student, introduced me to this famous law professor. I mean, truly, big three-piece suit, watch chain. And my friend said, Professor, this is Hillary Rodham. She's trying to decide whether to come here next year or sign up with our closest competitor. Now, the great man gave me a cool, dismissive look and said, well, first of all, we don't have any close competitors. And secondly, we don't need any more women at Harvard. Now, I was leaning toward Yale anyway, but that pretty much sealed the deal. And when I came to Yale, I was one of 27 women out of 235 law students. It was the first year women were admitted to.
We show a transcription session of a meeting held in Microsoft Teams, but it's applicable to any other meetings platform like Zoom, WebEx, Google Meet, Skype, or web-based meetings in Chrome or Firefox or you name it. So first we launch One Transcriber application, and we will have first to authenticate with the credentials towards the server. It requires an internet connection. Therefore, you can save the credential in order not to re-enter again next time we launch One Transcriber. So we log in. It authenticates the credential towards the server, and data of the account are retrieved, validated, and show in the app. Here we go. On the left-hand side, you can see all data related to the subscription or to the account, included the minutes per month included in the plan, how much time has been consumed so far, and what is the remaining usage of minutes for the month. We have the different buttons and the tooltips on every button or section or label explain what is the meaning and what are they aimed for. So first we select the language. In our case will be English US. And second, we select the audio speakers that will be playing the audio that we want to get transcribed. In our case, we double check the output speakers, in our case, the internal speakers of the PC. And here we do the same selection, in our case, number 7. Now we are ready to go. We activate the meeting that is ongoing in Microsoft Teams, and we start the transcription.
In the CDH. I assume that will be done by the MAF, but if we don't get the MAF implemented, then we will lack hardware information, which is required to do troubleshooting with the customer. So we need to understand or need to know which hardware the customer is actually using to support him properly when he calls in, for example, with an incident. If we don't have that information, we will have a hard time troubleshooting. So that's why we require this, actually. I know that there have been discussions to descope this MAF that would force us on the solution Epic 10 to basically redesign the testing approach to analyze whether the testing is impacted actually, and then build it for the testing now and basically replace it again when this muff is delivered. And I guess that's a lot of effort, which we actually can't cover at the moment. So that's why we have an issue with this risk. Bernd.
Well, Hasi, I mean, it's always sounded that you start apologizing that we have the list in our solution, I think. My
As we can see, the transcriptions are moved from the upper box to the box below as soon as the sentences are consolidated. And we can hit stop when the transcription is done, when we are done with the transcription.
Only sorry to you, Hudson.
No, sure.
I'm really asking, especially our colleagues on the IT side. I mean, who could support us that?
And we can modify the scripts during the ongoing transcription, modifying either the upper part or the parts below of the consolidated transcription that keep all the timestamps of each sentence, so we can correct any wrong transcription in the ongoing, right?
Lisa can also amend on it or comment.
So unfortunately, the APIs are not in the solution.
Okay. Nice try.
Yeah, but it is. I mean, I mean, this master should move then to.
We can hit stop then. As we can see here, all the transcripts are checked along with the timestamps. We can export the final consolidated transcription in a format that we prefer, either TXT or doc. And in the meantime, we can also refresh the data as soon as we have completed the transcription section. In this case, we have spent more or less 2 to 3 minutes of transcription. So we expect here to have a consumed time in total to be increased a bit. Same as remaining usage, we will have a bit less remaining minutes for transcription in the current month. So we hit refresh, and the refresh will retrieve the updated data directly from the server. And here we go. Next, we clear to clean all the data. We hit another button refresh. All right.